Can York 9 FC finally get their first win of the 2020 season? And can Forge FC use a huge potential win over Pacific FC to overtake Cavalry FC for first in the table? I'm going to talk about all that and more right here in this week's prediction videos. So let's get started. Hey guys, it's Curtis here and you're watching my channel A.F.C. Curtis, your home for all things Canadian Premier League content right here on YouTube. So if you're new here, maybe consider hitting that red subscribe button. Alright guys, before we get started with the predictions, I do just want to have a quick note here that the 2020 Cavalry FC away kit collection draw is now officially done. The contest is closed and I'll be announcing the winner at the very end of this video, so stay tuned for that. Now, let's get started with those predictions. Our opening match of the weekend here is 1 p.m. Eastern on Saturday, August the 22nd. It's going to be York 9 FC versus Valour FC. And a pretty big matchup, honestly, to start the weekend. Last season, they played 4 games between each other, both of them splitting 2 wins each in that season series. A lot of goals were scored. I think in this one here, the first and possibly only game they play this season, between the two, I think there will also be a lot of goals scored here in this one. To be honest here, Valour offensively kind of exploded in that second game of the season. This couple days ago midweek against Atltico Ottawa. They got the 4-0 win, and that same Atltico Ottawa team just a few days earlier got a 2-2 draw against York 9, although albeit banged up York 9 with a lot of their star players missing in that first game, a lot of them coming in that second game, but maybe not up to speed fully yet. And I feel like we haven't seen the best from York 9 FC right now. And by the way, if 11 points is what you need to clinch a top 4 spot potentially to come out of this first stage, that means York 9, which by the way they only have 2 draws in the first 2 games, it's 2 points. They need to get 9 points. That's 3 wins at least in these last 5 games. So I think the pressure is going to be kind of on starting this weekend for them, and I don't know if their stars are going to be fully healthy enough. Plus I feel like Valour's coming up with a lot of confidence now after that 4-0 win on midweek this past weekend where they cruised against Atltico Ottawa. They did play really well in that match. They looked like a lot more fluid than maybe that first match last weekend against Cavs when the 2-0 loss there. I just feel like there's going to be an upset this weekend, and if there's going to be any upset this weekend, I feel like it's going to be Valour against York here, because I feel like York's been shaky so far this season. I'm actually going to lean Valour in this one. Sorry guys, 3-2 win for Valour FC. Our second matchup this coming Saturday, August 22nd is at 4 p.m. Eastern. That's Forge FC versus Pacific FC. Now last season they played 4 games in that season series with 1 draw and 3 wins going toward Forge FC, which another fun fact here is all 3 wins for Forge last season, they scored 3 goals against Pacific FC. This season, I don't know if they're going to score 3 goals, at least in this matchup, just because PFC's back 4, as well as in net, just looked much improved this season as opposed to last season. I think PFC is going to push Forge a little bit more this year as opposed to last season, but the defending champs are going to push back, and I think it's going to be a tight one though, this one, especially considering PFC is really fighting now in a real dogfight these last 5 games to try and climb into the top 4 spot here for the next stage here. It's looking a little tight for them. I think they're going to try and get as many points as possible off of Forge here, but I think it's going to be a tight one like I said, and I think it's going to end in a draw. 1-1 is the final score in this one. Our first matchup here on Sunday, August 23rd is at 12 p.m. Eastern. That's Atltico Ottawa versus A.F.C. Edmonton. Now both these teams here have looked kind of shaky this season, not going to lie. Like A.F.C. Edmonton just had some really rough results here in their first 2 games of the season here, not scoring a goal against Forge FC, getting a 2-0 loss there, and then getting a 2-0 midweek Atltico loss to rivals Cavalry FC there after a really tough break, especially toward the end when they started heating up in the last 4 or 5 minutes. If they could just play like that the full 90 minutes, I think they could have much better results in this tournament. And they have 0 points right now through 2 games, and if they need 11 points, that means in these final 5 games already they're going to have to try and collect as many wins, at least 3 and maybe 2 draws there to try and climb into top 4 spot. But with 5 games remaining, I think it's going to be tough for them, but I think the climb will start with this huge matchup against Atltico Ottawa, the team that I think just looks really shaky. That first game last weekend against York 9, they got the 2-2 draw, but I think it's just the hype of being the first ever Atltico Ottawa game in history that they were able to carry and get a 2 goals in there and get the draw 2-2. That second game though against Valour, that's when things kind of fell apart. They lost a key center back there in Kapoor, who got red carded in that game, will be out for this matchup here. Like I said, key part for their center back position. They're in the back 4, although Newfield will be back here coming off of that 1 game suspension midweek. So that's kind of a boost on the wings for Atletico Ottawa here. They definitely missed them against Valour. But in this one against Edmonton, I think it's going to be a low-scoring game between the two. Don't get me wrong, because I just don't know who's going to score big goals for either of these sides. And of course, FC Edmonton has yet to score a goal in this entire tournament. But I think they'll score at least once in this game here, and I think it's going to end up being a 1-1 draw for both these teams. Our final matchup of the weekend here is Sunday, August 23rd at 8 p.m. Eastern. It's Cavalry FC versus HFX Wanderers. Last season, these two teams played each other 5 times, 1 draw, 4 wins for Cavalry FC. And fun fact, HFX Wanderers only scored once in all 5 of those games. So it's not just the Eddies that can't really score on Cavalry FC. It's also looking like the HFX Wanderers couldn't do it last season. This season, though, unlike the Eddies midweek, I do think HFX Wanderers will score at least 1 goal against Cavalry FC this season, because HFX this season has proven in the first 2 games that they have been pretty good at hanging in there and getting a goal here or there to try and get at least a draw here. Just a draw is the favorite result, I guess, for the Wanderers there this season. And I do believe they're going to be able to come close and almost get a draw, but then at the very end, I think Cavs will get a big goal, a game-winning goal there. I think it's going to end 2-1 win for Cavalry FC, who, by the way, are about maybe 4 points away from getting 11 points, which is about the magic number potentially to clinch a top 4 spot here. So a win here, and they're pretty much in. All right, guys, so now thank you guys for everyone who has entered for the 2020 Cavalry Away Kit Collection giveaway here, which is the away kit for this season, as well as a matching scarf. And thank you so much for Cavalry FC for letting me give away this jersey and scarf collection right here on my channel over the last week. I've gathered up all the people who entered here in this beautiful my bucket here. Now I'm going to randomly draw it. It's all crinkled up. I don't know if you can see it there, but anyway, I'm not even going to look at it. I'm going to feel around, and I got one. I've selected one. Oh, so exciting. So exciting. Who is it? Oh, it's Toasty at TSOTSOS on, I believe it was Instagram. He messaged me, so there you go. Congratulations, Toasty. I actually met him too at the inaugural game last season in Hamilton. So congratulations. You're the winner of the 2020 Cavalry FC Away Kit Collection. Congratulations. And for this video here and your predictions this week, and if you have any predictions along with my predictions, if you agree, let me know down in the comment section below. And of course, if you like this video, definitely hit that thumbs up, that like button. And of course, if you you want to see more content just like this on my channel, definitely hit that red subscribe button and bell notification so you can get notified each and every week I drop a brand new episode just like this one. You can also watch my content, guys, over at northernstarting11.com. Have a link for it down in the description below. I got a red light on my camera, so I'll say goodnight and goodbye. See you guys on Monday.